Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. So Squid Game's been out for a little bit now. There's been a lot of reviews of it. Don't worry, this isn't another review, and I'm not gonna give out any spoilers, so if you haven't seen the show, it's fine. Um, you don't really need to have seen the show for this video to make sense. I'd like to talk about a phrase called the death of the author. If you're not familiar with that phrase, I believe it was first put to text in like mid 20th century, but essentially what that phrase means is that the author's intention does not matter. The reader is the one who is, taking in the story, and what they receive from it, however they feel about it, what they think it means, all that's what's important. Um, the author's intention, at least with the phrase "the death of the author," does not matter. You're the reader, you're the consumer of this product, so how it makes you feel is what's important. Um, I can agree with that to an extent. I don't think that you have to find meaning in every piece of media. You don't. You can just watch things to enjoy them. However, when it comes to any form of media, I do think it's important to know the author's state of mind or the creator's state of mind, what their intentions were, how they wrote it, if what they were going through when they produced it. There's a lot of times where you'll hear topics, things that are being covered that you might not be very familiar with. You might not have heard the phrases before. And so when a new anything is addressed to you, you'll always try and reflect with yourself. You'll try and compare it to things that you know, because how else would you do it? Um, if you're not familiar with a topic, or if you're not familiar with a concept and it gets addressed to you, there isn't any way that you can, at least a lot of the times with media, they're not just going to be blatant about it and spoon feed you what they mean. Everything is up to interpretation. And if you can't, or if you're not familiar with some of these concepts, then you might interpret it completely different from someone else. Now, with all that being said, and to step back on something I said before, I don't mind if anybody watches, like, you can watch stuff and just enjoy it. You don't have to find a deeper meaning in any song, any movie, any show. That doesn't matter. If you just want to watch something for fun, sure, that's fine. If you make it a habit to interpret things to suit your narrative and to then spread that to other people, that might be a problem. I wouldn't tell anybody how to watch something. I hate that with video games where someone's like, that's not the right way to play this game. You have to play it this way. It's the same with movies and it's the same with books. To tell somebody, "Oh, you didn't get it. It's really about this." They didn't get it because they just don't know. There's ways to address, to bring forward new ideas to people, and movies are good for it, sure, but without having some foundation of what these ideas are, you just make it whatever you want it to be. Death of the author isn't anything new. Um, I've seen it a lot with, what was his name? Paul Ryan, I think his name was, and he got blasted because of him talking up Rage Against the Machine when he's a part of the machine. Um, I I feel the same way about that too. Like, it's funny, like in an irony sort of sense, that someone like that would enjoy that kind of music. But also, if you don't care about the lyrical content, if you just like the sound, that's fine. That's fine. You don't have to throw yourself 100% into any kind of media that you consume. It's okay to just watch things for fun. But if you purposefully misinterpret things to suit a narrative, that's an issue. And watch out for that with anything at all that you take in from any sort of review or anything like that. I wouldn't take any reviews to heart on any kind of media. Watch it yourself. Um, Take it how you will. And if anything, if you have a chance to get with the author, read what they had to say. You might not agree with it, but if that's their intention, then that's what they meant. You don't have to take it to heart. You don't have to change your entire outlook on life from a movie. But if a movie is if a movie makes you question things so much that you have to completely turn it around to make yourself feel better, maybe the movie's not the problem. Maybe it's you.